Hey guys, it's Lakeisha and I'd like to say welcome to your next Chinese video lesson. So today we're on lesson number 2 and we are going to be looking at radicals. Another quick, just brief introduction to a really important aspect of Chinese. So before you can really look at characters, it's important to understand what a radical is, which is what we're going to go over today. So let's get into it. First of all, what are radicals? So essentially, it's just the smallest base component of a character. It's bigger than a stroke, smaller than a character. So if you have a word, that whole word can be broken down into characters, that character can be broken down into radicals, and that radical can be broken down into strokes. These radicals can be used as a combination, they can be combined to make up a character, but each radical has a different meaning. Some of them maybe have two meanings, but they're similar. For example, nu means woman and female, so they're quite similar if they do have that. So some Chinese dictionaries are actually organized using radicals, so words can be grouped together like that. And there are 214 radicals altogether when I'm filming this. So some new ones may come and go because the language is still very fluid. It changes a lot. So 214 as of this video. Don't sue me. It's wrong when you're watching it. Why are radicals important? So as I've already said, the Chinese dictionaries can be organized into radicals. So it's important in that sense that you have to be able to identify radicals in order to search for words in a dictionary. It can also kind of be seen as a cheat or a kind of shortcut to understanding a character, because essentially, if you don't know the whole character, but you see a specific radical, then you know it's going to be something to do with that radical. So if you see the character mama, meaning mum, you might not know that the whole word means mum, but you might see this radical, which is at the bottom of the screen, nu, which means woman or female. So you can kind of guess that it's something to do with a woman, it's something to do with a female person. Do radicals help? This is something that I get asked quite a lot. And yes, they definitely do help. They're beyond helpful. They have so many different functions, so many different purposes. They help you to understand, and it allows us to learn exactly how a character is formed, which is helpful when it comes to memorizing characters, since radicals are smaller than characters as a whole. So if you can remember which characters put together which radicals make a character, then it's going to be a lot easier to understand than just the whole character without any kind of background. It also allows you to make an educated guess when you don't know the meaning of a character, which is what we saw with mum. If you didn't know the word, you saw woman, you can put two and two together. Sometimes they can also be used to associate characters and kind of group them. So if you have a character with a radical meaning woman or a character meaning water, you can kind of group them together and you know that they're going to have similar meanings. And this is another question I get asked quite a lot, is where will you find the radicals? And there's no one answer to this. They can be anywhere in a character, and they can be small, they can be big, they can be all sorts of different places. But essentially, you should think of radicals as building blocks. And Chinese characters are built with these blocks. They're built with these radicals. Each character will have at least one radical, but some of them have more than that. Some of them have a couple. They're never in one specific place. They could be at the start, they could be on top, they could be at the bottom. So as you can see here, we have the character chuang, which means to rush or to break through. And it contains the radical men, meaning door, and the radical ma, meaning horse. So basically, a horse barging through a door is breaking through, which is useful and relevant to aid memorization and to help us kind of picture the words. So that's what radicals are. That's kind of just a quick little introduction to them. Next time, we're going to be looking at lesson 3, essential words and phrases. So if you had to learn a very limited amount of words, what should you learn? But until then, check out our website www.henbengchinese, HENBENG Chinese, and our Instagram at henbengchinese if you think that will be useful. And I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye.